Yeah, tonight we're gonna come at them with something a little bit different. We're reacting to true sleepover horror stories, animated. Let's get right into it. Now, yeah, get y'all blankets and snuggle up, alright? I got my Naruto ramen blanket. You're gonna want to be bundled up. Story number one.
I was about 14 when one night I was walking back from my best friend's house. It was a cold winter and the bike path was extremely icy. It was about 9:30, so the area was deserted. I got about halfway along the path when this old man riding a rickety bike rode straight past me. He looked like he was around 85, so I was a bit confused when I saw him. He rode up along the path and kept going. The path split in two directions and he continued along the first. My house was on the second. I watched him take the turn up the first path and I got onto the second. Again, it was just me and the sound of my footsteps.
It's kind of creepy.
This was where it got freaking scary. A loud sound of a bike bell came from behind me. Turning back, I saw it was the same old man and he was following me on his bike. I'll never forget his face. I can see it now. The way he stared. Cloudy but focused eyes locked on me like I was the only thing in existence. I increased my pace and he kept following. Once I walked up to my porch, the old man watched me while sitting on his bike from the other side of the road. The fact that he now knows my address gave me a sleepless night. But as he hadn't done anything to harm me yet, I ignored the matter. The next morning, I was doing
why does this kid kind of look like Moishiro from Demon Slayer?
Doing my workouts in my dad's garage when I heard the sound.
This is a girl. My bad, John. My bad.
Of a shutter click. I quickly looked back but saw no one in the empty streets. I resumed my workouts when I heard a chuckle. I had never turned my head so fast in my entire life. It was him, the creepy old man who followed me home last night.
What the hell? What are you doing here?
No, don't be afraid of me. I just wanted to say hi to such a beautiful girl.
Oh
Hey,
my
here,
gosh.
I brought these for you.
A 14-year-old girl walking alone at night? Nah, call your parents or something.
Took out a small bouquet of roses and held them to my face. His wide eyes stared at me accompanied by a huge grin. I wanted to say no, but then thought if I just take the flowers, he'd go away. So, I did. As soon as I took the flowers, he took out his phone.
You sure are sweaty. You don't want to get heat stroke. You might want to take your shirt off.
What? No! Get lost!
He started getting close to me and giggling in a very freaky way. I screamed at the top of my lungs and pushed him. He stumbled on the ground and I ran inside to call my parents. By the time I was back with them, the old man had vanished into thin air. My parents had installed a CCTV camera in the garage through which they saw the footage of the man approaching me. I was strictly told not to wander alone and the next time I see him I should call 911. The next day, I got invited to a sleepover at my friend's house. There were 3 of us staying that night. When my dad dropped me at Kathy's, my eyes took a quick scan of the area. I heard a bike bell and got goosebumps. But when I saw it was just a boy passing by, I heaved a sigh of relief.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, don't worry, Dad.
All right. Good night, kiddo. You have fun with your friends. I'll pick you up in the morning, okay?
Good night, Dad. See you tomorrow.
I stood outside Kathy's house watching my dad drive away. I remained there for a few more minutes. Something at the back of my mind kept giving me a bad feeling. I was looking around with terrified eyes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let y'all in on a fun fact. Okay, humans, we do have natural instincts, okay? So if you ever have a feeling like somebody's watching you or like a bad gut feeling or something, you know how people always say listen to your gut? It's because humans have instincts. If there's something telling us that something's wrong, you gotta listen to it.
Thinking I would see that old man any minute. Then Kathy patted me on the back.
Hey, what are you waiting for? Trixie has already arrived. Jeez, you scared me. Whoa, you look tense, dude. Are you okay? Let's go.
We went in and I filled my friends in about that guy.
Darn, what a creep. If he came near me, I would have kicked him in the nuts.
My friends kind of blamed me, saying that if I hadn't taken the flowers from him, things wouldn't have escalated that far. But I was only a teen who was just starting to learn about the dangers of the world. I had enough talking about the creeper, so I suggested to my friends we should do something fun. That's when Kathy said,
Hey, want to go to the basement and try Dad's drinks? Really?
Huh?
You want a drink? Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
nah.
Mom and Dad are at the neighbors across the street. They won't be back before midnight.
Y'all, we don't condone underage drinking around here, alright?
Now the basement of Kathy's house was a little different than ours. There was a big window close by the stairs from where we could see outside. Kathy and Trixie started drinking while I stood on the stairs looking outside that window. It was quite dark, so I could barely see anything. As I leaned on the glass to get a good look, a flash of light blinded me. It took a few seconds for my eyes to adjust. Outside the window was a face. The face of an old man plastered against the glass. His eyes were staring back at me. There was an unending hunger in them. The fact that he was looking back at me from the other side of the window made me numb with fear. My suspicion had come true. The creep had followed me to my friend's house as well. Another flash of light appeared as he took my picture on his phone. Seeing the light coming from the window and me staring like a statue, Kathy got up to see. As she came in front of the window, she screamed at the top of her lungs. Loud running footsteps pounded outside and I fainted. All of our parents went straight to the cops that night, but the old man couldn't be identified or found. I haven't seen him after that, and I would always get anxious whenever I was around old people for a long time. Even today, when my son meets a stranger, I keep a strict eye on him. It only takes
Oh
a
my
few seconds to
gosh.
get traumatized for life these days.
Wait. These are real stories?
The story you just saw is based on this terrifying footage. The footage serves as a reminder on why you should never leave your kids outside. The following clip shows a young girl simply trying to enjoy her day when a freaky old man appears from the streets after noticing her working out in her garage. At first, the old man hides in the corner and takes out his phone. He starts recording her very sneakily. Then, he walks inside the garage holding flowers. He pretends to be friendly and offers the girl the flowers. You can see the girl hesitating and stepping back at first, but being innocent, she ends up taking the flowers. It's possible that she thought the man will go away if she took the flowers, but the man goes up being even creepier after a few seconds. He takes out his phone and asks the girl if he could take her pictures. Thankfully, the girl sees the red flag and pushes the man onto the ground. She screams and then kicks the old man running inside her house. The man doesn't stay any longer and quickly gets up to run. There's no news on the man getting caught, but hope the girl never had to see him again.
Oh my gosh! I was literally just about to ask if these stories were real. So I feel like they're a little bit like exaggerated, but dang. Yo, shout out to IMR Scary Tales, man. That was some pretty scary stories, I'm not gonna lie. Dang. Y'all, be sure to let me know down in the comments whether you guys want to see more reactions to scary stories in the future. Every single one of you guys is amazing. Every single one of you guys is special. Don't ever let anyone tell you different. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.